Greetings. I'm Ryan Shepard. I work in the office of Mayor Kasim Reed, Mayor of Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here to talk to you a bit about the partnership that Atlanta had with Code for America this year. Many of us have had the experience of getting a traffic ticket. Maybe you're driving too fast, or you make that turn that you're not supposed to, and there are consequences to that. Similarly, folks in Atlanta have this happen every day. And after you get your citation, you come on down to the municipal court to try to resolve your case. We have a challenge in Atlanta that may be similar to something you see in your city or even when you go to resolve your own traffic citation. Folks take off work, they arrange for childcare, they head down to the municipal court to wait in a line. Imagine what it's like standing in that line with bad weather, or when it's windy out, or you've cut it just close to make it to your 8 a.m. docket time. So in Atlanta, you see folks show up for court and stand in line. They go inside to pass through a security screening where they stand in more lines. Stand in line waiting for the security screening. And after you've passed through security, more lines. Standing in line to look at the board to find out what courtroom you're in, what time your docket is set to kick off. And that can be quite a confusing scenario for most folks. And once you find out that you're headed up to courtroom 6B on the 6th floor, you guessed it, more lines. You go wait in line for the elevator to get to court to resolve your citation after you've taken off of work and made childcare arrangements or snuck away from some other obligation. You get up to your courtroom and you guessed it, more lines. I think that lady's face there captures the sentiment accurately of a lot of folks. Not a very pleasant experience. I mean, you just want to get this thing done. You're there to do your duty as a citizen to resolve your wrong. The judge adjudicates your case. You head down to the cashier's line to pay. What do you see? More lines. You wait in line to pass over your hard-earned money. It's already a painful experience to part with those bucks. You got to stand in this line to do it. Every year, about 200,000 cases go through this process in the city of Atlanta. And it just doesn't seem like the most efficient way to resolve this. And our city's all about trying to improve customer service and efficiency for the experiences that our citizens have. And in fact, each year, about 40,000 people miss their court date. We believe that this is an honest mistake in many cases. I mean, these are folks who've misread their citation, they're not sure exactly what their court date is, and they want to do the right thing to solve it. And that's when Sam came in to work a little magic with us from Code for America.
Thanks, Ryan. So this is a tough situation, but one of the things that I believe is that a small amount of technology, correctly placed, can have a really big impact. So we built a few simple things to help this situation, and I think the easiest way to explain them is just show you. So it starts here. You get pulled over. This part is still not fun. But when the cop hands you your citation, he hands you a second piece of paper as well. It's got a phone number on it, and you can text that phone number with your case information. And here's what happens. You send it your citation. It looks up your case and sees if you have to go to court at all. If you don't, it gives you a phone number that you can call, put in your credit card, and have your case resolved right there in your car in 5 minutes instead of 5 hours. Thank you. Let's say you do have to go to court. That's OK. We want to make sure you're there and you don't get an arrest warrant for missing it. So you put in your case information. We look up your case and tell you what time it's at, and we offer reminders. You can opt in. It says OK. And then the day before your case, it sends you a very simple reminder. It says, hey, it's critical to be in court. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're there. Let's say this doesn't work. Let's say you lose your citation. That's OK, too. We redesigned the website. It's got 4 or 5 top questions that almost everyone had, but it's also got this big search field there. You can just type your name in. It looks up your case, tells you when it is, and says you can pay right now and skip this whole process. So these are some pretty big improvements. We've been rolling it out iteratively the last few months, putting pieces in place, and we got to an important goal this very week, and that's over 10,000 people have looked up their court case. That's 10,000. Thank you. That's 10,000 people that knew when their court case was, 10,000 people that knew if they could skip court, and most importantly, it's 10,000 people that didn't get an arrest warrant for missing their court date.
And so imagine the possibilities here. I mean, one of the things that we're really excited about Atlanta is rolling this out to other city departments that need to get information to citizens, and also rolling it out in different languages. We've actually designed this program to be in Spanish. It'll be the first multilingual platform in the history of Atlanta, and that's worth a round of applause. And a way to make an oftentimes cumbersome and confusing process a lot easier for a whole new set of citizens in Atlanta.
And I'll leave you with one closing thought, which is, I think there's hundreds of places inside government where a single text can have a really big impact. So think about your government, think about where that single text might be placed, and just give it a try. Thank you.